shot. You know what the explanation for this was?
What?
Out of focus.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, Bird even sees it, and he's like, that's out of focus.
Well, what does Bird do at first?
What do you mean?
Oh, wait, no. He looks at the picture and then after.
Well, yeah, he looks at the picture. Then later on, while Greg and Shari are trying to like figure out the mysteries of this camera, like, why doesn't it open? Where do we put the picture? Where's the camera? Like, there are a bunch of apes, banging this rock around and just trying to understand how it works. And meanwhile, Bird is disrupting the entire gameplay by getting down on the floor and twisting his body up and pretending to be dead.
Yeah, and I have my note for Chapter 13 when it turns out that he's faking.
Mm-hmm.
I just put, Bird better die for real by the end.
They all better die for real.
No, Bird especially. Bird's a dick.
So it's like, it's out of focus, but enough in focus so he can copy that picture exactly.
Yeah.
It's just strange that all the other teammates, especially it's the start of the Little League game, like the very first game, so people that probably don't know him very well, and they're like, well, no one's watching this game anyway, I guess.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, he drives away the business. Like, the owner's going to come out and be like, no one's coming to the games anymore. Why? Oh, because of this dumb kid.
I wish there was more description on the coach. Like,
wait, I think there's another page and a half on the kid that spilled his soda.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I like the kid who spilled his soda. I want to know more about him too. But the game goes on. Nobody's enjoying it. Greg and Shari are just mocking Bird, and Shari wants to go, but Greg insists that they stay for one more inning because he really wants to boo Bird. He's like, wait, I just want to boo him. One more inning. I got to boo him.
I mean, are kids like this?
Not when you're friends with someone.
Yeah,
Like, I can understand them wanting to stay. Like, that's the thing. Is like, they can boo him. Friends will boo somebody for fun. But they're talking to each other about how this is the worst and they want to leave. But now they're fighting. Like, do we leave because we're so bored? Or do we stay so we can harass him a little more?
Yeah, like, it's like... God, yeah, no, it's just, they're not nice.
No. Anyway, towards the end of the game, the ball cracks Bird in the head and Bird's out. Bird's dead. Bird dies.
Wait.
Or it's implied, at least, right? Because his neck is twisted at a very unnatural angle. And so, to me, that means his neck is broken.
Yeah.
In the description. I know he survives it, but when you write somebody's neck is twisted at an unnatural angle...
Yeah, you don't come back from that. And that's why my note is, oh, good, he did die.
Yeah. Anyway, there's no time to even focus on Bird right now.
No.
Because Greg's older brother comes a-running.
Trouble at the mill!
Papa got into an accident.
Well, shoot.
And they run off while Spidey watches from the bleachers. Now,
yeah, well, that's the thing. They're like, who could that be? And it's just like, it's Spidey, you idiots.
Oh, yeah, they didn't even say it was Spidey. They said a dark figure watching from the bleachers.
We've already been introduced to Spidey. Just say it was Spidey. It's obvious that's who it is.
Yeah. But, they're building a mystery.
Let me just stop.
Okay.
I just want to say, I love R.L. Stein.
Yeah, I feel
like we're just being so bitchy about it.
Well, the thing is no, I like this story. What I don't and I think the characters are well written to hate.
Yes.
That's why I just don't like any of these characters.
Yeah, no, it's
but
definitely
I'm cool
it's well written. It's just it's bizarre.
Oh yeah, my commentary on all this is really just it's so good that I've actually feel a hatred for them, and Spidey is coming out the hero of this.
I got that sense too.
I found it a little cheap though. 2 photos for one event because we got the car being totaled, which has just happened with only Greg's dad.
Yeah.
But now the photo of Terry looking terrified was because of that car crash.
Yes.
That's kind of cheap.
I mean, I guess, but it also it told the future, like it's.
Yeah, but I feel like Terry should have his own thing. Like he should get the dairy free should
burn down. Ironically.
Yeah, that's it. The dairy free should burn down. He'll be out of a job.
But then what will he do with all his want for responsibility?
Who cares, man? He's a secondary character.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tertiary,
even maybe.
Yeah. File his existence along with that soda spilling kid.
No, I mean the soda spilling kid is an extra.
If anything, well, he cried. It's a speaking role.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, I know Greg talks about this a little later on, but I want to talk about it now. Do you think that this camera causes bad luck, or does it simply predict the future?
Because here's the thing: if it just predicted the future,
yeah,
would the car be in the driveway totaled?
Yeah, that's the thing. Why would it ever be back in the driveway?
But it does predict the future because of what you just said, the picture of Terry.
In some cases, it predicts the future. In others, it causes bad things to happen. We haven't seen it predict anything good, like a fresh newborn baby with 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Or puppies.
Or puppies.
Yeah.
So they go to the hospital to see Greg's papa. Mr. Banks, right?
Yeah, the guy that Mary Poppins was
Poppins.
based. Yeah.
So he just has a broken arm, some broken ribs, slight concussion. Greg is all about colors right now. This is like...
And that's where I wrote my note, like, slow down there, Cormac McCarthy.
I mean, you hone in on something when you're panicked like that. When you're stressed out about your papa.
Papa?
But, I mean, his dad's pretty much fine.
Yeah, he was just, broken bones, and, like, he's just like, ain't no thing, guys. And it's like, for God's sake, Harold, like, you're the car is ruined.
Yeah, I mean, we're more worried about the car at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, after you see him, and the mom looks like she's been crying.
I mean...
Out of worry.
Yeah.
She loves him. To say what you want about this town and this family, but they have
each
still some
other.
Romance.
Ugh.
There's still love in this family. Under this roof, the Banks, they're doing fine. Greg, also, he tries to tell his dad about the photo he took.
Mm-hmm.
A little late, though. A little too late. You remember Early Edition, Nick?
Yes.
Can you imagine Early Edition where it was just a
Stops
story?
Jack the Ripper?
Yeah. No, it was just a story about a guy telling people after the fact that he knew that this would happen. Because it's pretty much what Greg is doing right now. It's next weekend now.
Oh, no.
In the story. Bert is back. Strong as ever.
And that's where I wrote my note. Fuck.
Shari's having a birthday party. She's invited Greg, if only just to get him to bring that camera again. He brings the camera to the birthday party. Her mentality is, it's my party. I can die if I want to. Die if I want to. Die if I want to.
Well, I mean, you would die too if it happened to you.
That's true. It'd be a good tagline.
Yeah.
And a pretty good cover. Don't you think? Like a birthday party of skeletons?
Yeah, just like a skeleton of Leslie Gore.
I feel like most skeletons look the same.
I mean, basically, that's what the whole,
It's like they say.
We're all equal thing.
It's all the same under the skin.
Oh boy, not touching that one.
But I picture a big birthday party full of skeletons.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Would it be a dead man's party?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just say there's something here where it's like they have to go outside. Okay. She wanted to rent a video.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 1992.
Yeah.
What would they have rented?
I don't know. Do you have an idea?
No, I don't. I'm curious. Like, what came out in like 1991 that would be on video at that point in time?
I don't know. A Vampire in Brooklyn?
I don't think that they would. I don't think kids would watch that. And I think that was 88.
Okay, so you're talking about a movie that came out in 92?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think they'd probably rent something like a new release to, that's how you get kids to go to your party.
I don't know, Aladdin?
No, that was 92.
Yeah, it's 92.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have had a theatrical release.
Nick, I don't know. 1991, look who's talking.
All right, I'll look who's talking too. I'll accept.
Okay. I don't know what they'd rent, but probably
well, I mean,
more of a
we
chick
figured
flick.
out like what they were watching and Stay Out of the Basement.
Yeah, that's true.
It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, so I just thought that's.
She has a better idea for a party, Nick. It's just take everybody's photo with the camera and then play truth or dare. Greg tells Shari about his dream, which he had. I didn't mention it because it's the same as the description. It's basically just a description of the cover,
which we've already discussed.
Yeah, and Shari's just like, I don't care about your dreams, Greg. I want the camera. How do you feel about Shari and Greg's relationship at this point?
I
feel like it's...
I mean, I'm not invested.
No?
I mean, what, are we supposed to think that they're gonna get together at the end?
No, I don't think so.
They're
I think
12.
Yeah, everyone's 12 at one point.
Slow down there, Michael Stipe.
I'm thinking Greg, though he never mentions it, thinks that Shari's, probably pretty awesome. The other two aren't really competition. And they even describe Greg as the handsome jock type, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the good-looking one out of that. Anyway, I feel like it's
well,
all
it is
one-sided.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that's the only one I could picture doing this. But no, Shari really seems like she's a little more materialistic, and you really see it.
Yeah,
jump out here
because they are living in a material world, and she is a material girl.
Yeah, and she thinks taking everyone's photo is going to be fun, but they're going to start with her and they're going to stop with her. She just wants her photo taken against the tree. And they do it. Greg takes her photo, but it's just of the tree. She's not in it. And she's like, oh, like, you missed me.
Now, this is where I have the most problem with any of the pictures that have been taken so far. Obviously, he took a picture of the tree.
Yeah.
You were not there. That's not, oh, you missed me. It's like, no, you were standing by the tree. He took a picture of the tree.
The tree's there.
The tree is there.
I feel like they have a profound misunderstanding for how cameras work.
I mean, that's very possible.
Yeah, because they're really easy they're quick to dismiss it. It's like, either you're a bad photographer or the camera's broken.
Yeah.
And it's dumb. It's a dumb camera. And I'm not going to think any more about it.
Well, I want to point out that all the kids, they're the only boys at this party, and they're disappointed. Yeah. And I just wrote a note, like, Michael, like,
that's true.
There are 3 boys and 9 girls. You have no idea how great that ratio is. Just wait until you hit puberty, buddy.
That's a good ratio.
It's a good ratio.
Honestly, I think Greg is far more terrified about playing truth or dare with a bunch of girls than he is... Because he's afraid he has to kiss
like
one.
only one of 3 boys at this party out of like so many girls.
Yeah. Well, he's afraid of having to kiss one of them.
They might have cooties.
They might. But this lends
and
I
don't think he's gotten a cootie shot in a while.
No, probably not. It's 1992. All the parents were against cootie shots back then.
Yeah, they said it caused chicken pox.
Yeah. Nick, this might give a little bit of meat to your theory about Greg and Bird being an item, because Greg doesn't want to play truth or dare. He's very afraid of having to kiss these girls, but he does mention specifically how Bird was excited about this, and is like, Bird always likes these kinds of things.
Was always italicized?
I don't have it verbatim, but
okay.
Yes, let's say it was. So they go off into the woods, and they play truth or dare. Is the woods behind Shari's house? We never hear about what went on in the woods that hour. I don't think we should.
Have you read it?
I don't think this is the book that R.L. Stine wanted to write.
No,
but I think that
this is where it turns into like an early. Not Coen Brothers movie, but like it's a dark.
Yeah.
What happened in the woods?
Oh, they come back in single file in silence, and nobody's looking at each other in the eyes.
God.
Oh, and also Shari is now missing. So
yeah.
And they make a pact to never speak of what happened in the woods.
Yeah. Okay. So it's it. It's basically just it. Yeah. And then here's something. My note is Mrs. Walker wants to kill her daughter. It's just the way it's written. Cake knife in her hand. Mrs. Walker looked around. Where's Shari?
Someone got to her first. So the police have to be called in here because Shari is not coming back.
She's gone missing completely.
Yeah, police are searching the woods for her body.
What's the name of the police officer?
Riddick.
So I have a note that it's just Vin Diesel.
That's who I pictured.
Yeah.
But and Vin Diesel from Riddick.
Oh, I pictured Vin Diesel from 1992 when he has hair.
From Boiler Room?
And he's just like, yeah, I am Groot.
How much do you think he gets paid for saying I am Groot?
A lot of money.
Do you think he's actually ever on set? Do you think
No. No, he and Bradley Cooper are laughing their way to the bank.
Vin Diesel, much more so. If they're both laughing, Vin Diesel is cackling. Because he's got it. So one of the police officers notice that Greg looks troubled. He's got something to hide. He's the one who's going to break. That's the egg in the carton. That it's.
Oh wow!
that Riddick is going to be able to
slow down there, Dashiell Hammett.
I don't get it.
Dashiell Hammett was an author of detective fiction in the early 20th century.
Oh, thank you. Right out in one ear, out the other. So the police are searching for the
said
body.
Raymond Chandler.
And he kept telling Greg he could trust him.
I don't think he can trust Riddick.
No, but obviously he can't, because when Greg actually tells him the story...
He's just like, you fucking kid.
Kid, if you're not going to tell me where you buried the body, then go home. I know where you live. We'll find the body.
We'll find it.
We'll find the DNA.
Oh.
Hair, man. She's probably pulling on people's hair when they're murdering her. There's a darker story, a darker version of this.
I don't like this darker story.
Well, as of right now, we don't know what happened.
What happened was she just disappeared.
She disappeared.
She just it was like Looper. She just disappeared.
Yeah. But, like, she didn't cease to